Meanwhile, countries in Europe, which are one of the hardest hit by the coronavirus pandemic, are now starting to see a drop in the number of positive cases. The death toll also seems to be flattening out, but thousands across the continent are still succumbing to the novel virus. Now, as of today, there are at least 455,000 people have tested positive for the coronavirus, and close to about 77,129 have died in just on the European continent alone. But with most countries now witnessing the peak phase, they're now hoping that the spread of the virus could flatten out and there could be hope of a quick recovery of those who have been infected. Now, the number of the new coronavirus cases in Spain has fallen to a record low. The country reported a death rate of about 2.6%, which is the lowest since the pandemic hit Europe. The Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez also held a video conference with leaders of Spain's autonomous regions and reaffirmed strict lockdown for the next 2 weeks to contain the spread of the virus. Now, Italy reported 431 new deaths due to the COVID-19 infections, and more than 4,000 people tested positive for the virus in just the last 24 hours. In the past 3 weeks, in a sign of relief, the number of patients in intensive care units has also fallen dramatically. However, Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte has announced that nationwide lockdown will be extended until at least the 3rd of May to fight the pandemic. And France, which has been under lockdown since the 17th of March, is likely to extend its lockdown till the end of this month. Like its neighbouring nations, France too has seen a drop in the number of the coronavirus cases in the last 24 hours. At least about 314 people have died in comparison with the previous day's 345. For 4 consecutive days, the number of patients in ICUs have also dropped significantly, with only about 6,845 needing special care. As the virus has infected more than 1.7 million worldwide and has resulted in deaths of over 100,000 people globally, the World Health Organization has warned nations against the lifting of the lockdown and restrictions. Europe, where countries witnessed one of the worst viral outbreaks, are now seeing a flattening of the curve, but they are also likely to continue with their restrictions for the next few weeks.